And what's good? Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight as we get the NBA All-Star game here. One big night. Stars come aligned in the NBA, and I'll be covering play-by-play tonight of the All-Star game, hopefully tipping off in a little bit past the top of the hour. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, and hit that subscribe as well. What's good? Mini Hoop Basketball, Brian, Tyler, Lucas, Bradley, welcome to the stream, everybody. Throughout the course of the night, hopefully a close competitive one for this All-Star game today between these two teams. I think it's going to go over for the total for today. We've seen, I think it was like 4 years ago, there was one, 4 or 5 years ago, into the 190s. I get the points from the last couple NBA All-Star years. Yeah, it was 2016 was the most. So no team's ever scored 200. that I feel like is going to happen sometime. Somebody's going to crack the 200 mark. But when they had before Team LeBron, and then when they had the captains, first time around it was LeBron versus Steph back in 2018. It used to be West versus East. And West beat the East back in 2016, 196-173. And then the West once again in 2017, 192-182. So, yeah, it's been no defense, crazy scores, 170-150 between Team LeBron and Team KD back last year in 2021. I heard about that. That's unfortunate, man. Terrible there that Spider Mitchell won't play tonight. Warriors Travel Coaster, welcome in. So it looks like CP3 is only going to play a couple minutes. Maliko, welcome in. Lucas, welcome back in. Yes, I watched the Daytona 500 today. What a finish that race. The rookie Austin Cindric picking up the victory. Man, there was crazy wreck at the end of the first stage. It was Harrison Burton, who's also a rookie, Jim Burton's son, driving the Wood Brothers 21, flipped up upside down on the straightaway. Just always just a phenomenal race to start off the season. And Bubba Wallace almost had it. He went from third to second on the final lap. Yeah, a lot of interesting things happening in the world of sports today. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights of it. With Michigan and Wisconsin, crazy ending at the end there with Juwan Howard, head coach of Michigan, punching an assistant coach of Wisconsin. So yeah, that's going to be suspensions coming down for that. And I heard a couple players were involved too. I think Musa Diabate was one of the players that was involved in that scrum too. So yeah, definitely going to be suspensions coming down from that. Absolutely crazy ending to that game. And what was a 14-point blowout that just Juwan Howard didn't want to go through the handshake line. He was pointing fingers at Greg Gard once the game had wrapped up, when they had to go in the handshake line. Greg Gard about to shake his hand, and then Juwan Howard just pointing fingers at him, and then starting it, and then both of the teams just getting together, and then Juwan Howard throwing punches with a right hand right at the Wisconsin assistant coach. I actually didn't see that from yesterday, Xfinity's race. I have to check the look at the highlights when I have a chance there. I saw quite a bit of the celebrity game that they had going on Friday night. So, for NBA. So they're opening up. So they're going to release the players here. So it looks like they're going to be announcing the players. I remember last year it used to drag on or so. We actually didn't tip off the game until 15, 20, 30 minutes past. I think last year they crammed it in like a one-day event, I'm pretty sure, because the slam dunk contest was on the same day as the All-Star game, and it went past the time. I have no clue when the actual game starts. They've yet to even call out the players. So they're supposed to call out the players. It says, yeah, for these timed events, it says like 8 o'clock start time, but it doesn't happen that way for like these big events. Even with like the NASCAR race today, I'll say 2:30 start time for the NASCAR race, but the green flag didn't drop until I think like around 3 o'clock today, actually. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So, Matt Snyder's car went into the catch fence of the final lap. That's insane. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly leading things off. He played in the NBA Celebrity Game on Friday night. So, we've yet to have both of these teams come onto the court yet. Players going to have their names being announced in just a moment. Looks like they're going over Team Durant right now, announcing the names to all the players for Team KD's team. Team LeBron coming in 6-point favorites, over-unders at 325.5 for this matchup. And one fun night here, NBA All-Star Weekend taking place at Cleveland, Ohio, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. So Eric Spoelstra, Miami Heat head coach. He is the coach for Team KD. And it looks like they're going to be dropping the roster here for Team Durant, who's in tonight, having the players' names be announced as they come onto the court. And Draymond Green, since he's down with injury right now, he's on Team Durant. Will not be playing tonight for Draymond Green, but he's been joining TNT inside the NBA quite a bit, being an analyst in his spare time with his recovery. LaMelo Ball, as he is on Team Durant as well, having a tremendous second season for Charlotte. What's good, Johnny? Welcome to the stream here, man. DeJounte Murray having a solid season for San Antonio. So, yeah, basically just announcing the roster for all these teams. Zach LaVine was dealing with injury before the All-Star game, as LaVine gets his name announced. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Rudy Gobert. He was picked second to last in the, he was picked last in the draft because it was between Gobert and Harden, and KD not going to take James Harden. Chris Middleton on Team KD. My man Devin Booker on Durant's roster as well. Shocked that he didn't get the start tonight. Starters are John Morant, Trae Young, Andrew Wiggins, Joel Embiid, and Jason Tatum moving up to the starting spot in place of KD. Karl Anthony Towns, he won the 3-point shooting contest yesterday, so he's on Team Durant as well. And now they're going to announce the starter, so that's where Jason Tatum is. He's the only Celtic here. Jaylen Brown, unfortunately, didn't make it. And before the All-Star break, Jaylen Brown was making his presence known. Had a massive game against Philadelphia, where him and Tatum went off. They destroyed the Sixers right before the All-Star break. Andrew Wiggins gets the starting nod. That was kind of a shock when his name was announced as an all-star starter for Andrew Wiggins. It's kind of shocking that we didn't see like Devin Booker or CP3, because Phoenix has been playing outstanding this year. John Morant on KD's roster along with Trae Young. And then the last one to have his name called, that is their big man, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid right in the thick of the MVP race right now at the All-Star break. Putting up some ridiculous numbers, what he's been doing here for the past, month plus. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to stream, man. All right, time for Team LeBron's roster to be announced. And said 8 o'clock that we're supposed to tip off this game, and yeah, it takes a while. I remember last year they were holding, I think it was like a competition in the middle of the All-Star game. I don't think that's the case this year because they already held the slam dunk contest yesterday. They held a 3-point contest as well yesterday. I remember that the 3-point contest was held before the All-Star game in 2021, and it pushed back the starting time, and then the slam dunk contest was held in the middle. And yeah, that was a rough slam dunk contest. And this year was pretty tough, too, to watch. It took Jalen Green a full 10 minutes to finally get off a dunk. He was going for, the toughest dunk that you could have ever asked for to start off the whole, warm-up round. Monty Williams, head coach of the Phoenix Suns. He is the coach for Team LeBron for today's matchup here. LeBron's team is just insanely stacked, what they have. Tons of experience as far as multiple All-Star bids for these players. A lot of new All-Stars, though, coming into the mix with first-time All-Stars. LaMelo Ball, DeJounte Murray. Darius Garland, first-timer. Fred VanVleet, good for him, undrafted. Darius Garland on Team LeBron, having a really good season. One of the most improved players this year in all of the NBA, and he has taken the Cavs up to newer levels. Him and his teammate inside the front court, as he got a late bid into this one. Jared Allen, replacement player today. So both repping the home crowd here of Cleveland. Fred VanVleet, first-time All-Star from the Toronto Raptors. He is just defying the odds, going undrafted. Luka is a non-starter on Team LeBron, though. Luka's been putting up some solid numbers in the past couple of weeks. Ever since Porzingis got traded at the trade deadline, Luka's been going off. Jimmy Butler on Team LeBron. Tons of dogs on this roster they have. Team LeBron came into this one 6-point favorites. CP3 on Team LeBron as well. What's good, Lonnie? Welcome to the stream. They're just announcing the players for tonight's game. Already Team KD's lineup got announced. And Nikola Jokic right in the thick of the MVP race. A LeBron starter tonight. Playing for LBJ's team. Reigning MVP. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Who you got in this one? Team LeBron or Team KD? DeMar DeRozan having an incredible season for the Bulls. OG, welcome in, man. Yeah, it's insane. LeBron's team compared to KD's. Vaughn, welcome in, man. Here's Steph Curry. Steph Curry on Team LeBron. Oh, man, they have so many good players on this team. Just it would be shocking if LeBron's team loses today with what they have. Jokic, Curry, Giannis. As Giannis, the final one, gets his name called as he was picked up first in the draft by LeBron. And DeRozan's had an incredible year. I'm not sure when this game's gonna tip off. It was supposed to start 15 minutes ago, but it's the All-Star game, so it takes longer or so. And then there you go, 18-time All-Star LeBron James. His name being announced last, the captain of his team. LeBron's been captain every single season that the captains have happened, all the way since 2018. So this will be the 5th straight year in a row that LeBron's been captain, and every single year he has won. Won in 2018 over Steph Curry, 148-145. Steph was a captain in the first year they did captains after the East versus the West. Team LeBron won over Team Giannis in 2019, 178-164. Once again, LeBron beat Giannis in 2020, 157-155. And then last year, it was Team LeBron by 20 over Team KD, 170-150. So hopefully we're going to start things off very soon going down here between these two teams. Ooh. I'm going to go MJ, LeBron, and I'll go Magic for number 3 there. So I've got LeBron. I've got MJ all time as a top. I saw that there with Vaughn about to win 14 straight. Looks like for fantasy hockey. And feel free to let me know out in the chat who you think's going to win this one for MVP tonight for the All-Star game. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. One great night, NBA All-Star game going down. We're going to tip off in a couple moments as they're just doing the national anthem right now, and then we're going to get right into the game. I'm thinking this one's probably going to go over. By the rate of the scoring from the past years All-Star games, 2 of them in the 190s back in 2016, 2017, and then last year was 170-150. That this will probably go over. Wouldn't be shocked within the next couple years if a team scores 200, because there's no defense in the All-Star game. It's going to be sooner rather than later that someone's going to hang up a 200 spot in the All-Star game. What's good, Landon? Welcome to the stream here, man. So they're just going through the national anthem being sung by Macy Gray. And then we'll get rolling. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the streamer, man. Glad to have you back in. I hope all is going well. Dedication out there past 1 in the morning out in London. Yeah, big win for your Wildcats yesterday. Yeah, they're struggling away from home. Auburn's having some trouble. It's come down to a lot of final plays. That instance, Wendell Green, he's the one that he needs to learn to give the ball off, and not take the final shot, because that's now the second time in a row that they've lost because of that. That he's decided to take like a low percentage shot and miss out. Yeah, that's right. They had that target score. I remember they did that for the basketball tournament. They did that target score. What's good? Tiptoe on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, good to see Jared Allen in the All-Star game here at his home arena. Wow, yeah, he's on fire, man. Good for Kellen Grady. Yeah, they just don't have knockdown perimeter shooters on their team. If they run into a team that's drilling their threes, that can cause problems. Because if there's a team that can like defend the inside on them and then drill threes as well, that's where the biggest problems are gonna occur. And also foul trouble. I'll probably take them around. Probably gonna move up around like 14, 15 in that area. Yeah, so they're probably gonna go up around like 8, 9 spots. Billy, welcome to stream, man. Yeah, Vaughn might watch an NHL game on Saturday. Not a guarantee. All depends, I guess, if you go for it or not. I'm really concerned about my team because I'm a fan of Providence. I'm not liking what's going on right now. They've been getting down by a lot. They're lucky to win these games. Out of KenPom, out of any team, they got the top luck rating out of any team. I'm not sure like what that like means and stuff like that, but their whole season has been lucky playing against specific players that have been like stars that have missed time, that they've just got luck with their matchup. They when they won against UConn, Adama Sanogo didn't play. They beat Wisconsin. Johnny Davis didn't play. And then on top of it, they've won so many close games, and a lot of them they've just come from behind to win. They have very little margin of error. If they're playing a close game against a tournament team, they're probably gonna lose. That's the thing, because I mean they're winning against teams like Butler and DePaul, where they're down by double digits, and then they come back and they win. They were down by 19 today against Butler. What's good, to Ty? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back in. Based on how they've been playing, I would take them. Yeah, I would take them at number 2. But Auburn does have the head-to-head over Kentucky, so it's probably going to be that Auburn will probably stay ahead of Kentucky for now. What's good, Raymond? Welcome in, man. I'm gonna take Steph Curry tonight. So I'm going Team LeBron here for the W. I think Steph's gonna light it up in this one. Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that they lost to Tennessee this week. That's right. I actually didn't see the 3-point contest. Good to see though that Karl Anthony Towns able to win it. Good for him. Especially what he's gone through throughout like the past like 2 years or so. Remarkable for him. Means a ton. And I watched the slam dunk contest from last night. That was rough to watch. Yeah, it should be packed with stars for the slam dunk contest, and now it's just been a tough one to watch. Yeah, dunking over the mascot for Aaron Gordon. I remember when they brought out Taco, and now it's just painful to watch. Juan Toscano-Anderson couldn't get down to dunk in the final, so Obi Toppin, after his first round, basically won either way. He just didn't need to do a dunk. He would have got all sixes, but poor Jalen Green. He was just doing too much to start things off. Right in the warm-up round, he was going for this like ridiculous dunk. The level of difficulty was just off the chains. That like it's the warm-up round. Just get warmed up. And then Cole Anthony took forever as he put on his work boots. It took longer than what I thought that it should have been, because Jalen Green was out there for like a solid 10 minutes. What's good, Salman? Welcome to the stream. Michael, welcome back in. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And we should be tipping off here a couple moments from now. Eric Spoelstra, head coach of the Miami Heat, coaching Kevin Durant's team. Monty Williams, head coach of the Phoenix Suns, coaching LeBron's team tonight in action. Just one good night. Players going to have fun. And also playing to win, but I mean, it's the All-Star game, so out there having fun and one great night. LeBron's team going to go in the silver uniforms tonight. Those are interesting, with turquoise blue colors on them, white numbers, white letters. Interesting jersey type that they go to. Usually it's a darker color than that. LeBron's getting ready to go, looking for another W as he is undefeated in the All-Star game. Looking for his 5th straight victory. And red uniforms tonight for Team Durant. White numbers, white letters. Starters look like this. Team Durant, Joel Embiid, John Morant, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Andrew Wiggins. Team LeBron starters: LeBron, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, DeMar DeRozan, and Steph Curry, as we get this ball tipped off. And Team KD starts things off with Embiid. Embiid, defended by Jokic, lobs it up over the top. Alley-oop opportunity, missed off the mark by Trae Young. First possession for LeBron's team. LeBron passes down low. Giannis, one dribble. And the NBA All-Star MVP from 2021 picks up where he left off with a right-handed slam dunk underneath. Embiid jacks up a 3, too strong off the back rim, tipped up defensive rebound to Giannis. Giannis with 2 points on the board. Moves it out to Jokic. Jokic gonna dribble around the free throw circle, passes outside at Curry. Steph Curry automatic from the corner, launching and drilling the 3. Here's Trae Young, pull up. That is good, edge of the logo. Trae on the board for the first bucket for Team Durant. 11 minutes left to go in the first. LeBron passes outside to Curry. Bounce pass baseline. LeBron circles around, goes back door, missed the layup, and it goes right back to Team Durant with KD. Moves it down the lane, wide open, no defense in the All-Star game, and a slam dunk by Jason Tatum. 5-5. Pass off to LeBron. Wide open and scores. 10.5 left to go in the first. Attacking, putting one up, and couldn't finish. Was the shot missed for Team KD? It was Trae Young who missed it. Here's a three. Jokic. Foot might have been on the line, and actually is behind the line, so they will count as a three. What's good, KC do? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Trae, bounce pass corner. Wiggins launches. And Wiggins misses. DeRozan picks up the defensive rebound. DeRozan just going to dribble back out to the corner. Step back jumper, deep two. Solid, as he is money on it by DeMar DeRozan. What a season he is having this year, propelling the Bulls. At the top of the East, open to the cut. Jason Tatum's second bucket. Fast up the court. There's DeRozan, back-to-back buckets. Got a lot of scoring in the All-Star game. Wouldn't be shocked if someone hits 200. All starters have scored for Team LeBron. 4 by DeRozan, 3 each by Jokic and Curry, 2 by Giannis and LeBron. Missed shot by Team Durant. Jokic controls the rebounds. Jokic pushes it over to Giannis. Giannis moves it out to the corner. LeBron, one dribble, unguarded. As he focuses at the rim, missed the 3 at the left corner though. Back it goes to Team KD. Tatum pushes it, and B, that looked like a travel. They're not going to call it though, as he flushes it home with the right hand. And there's LeBron, Superman, sky high up in the air, throws it down with a right-handed flush behind the defense. Just putting on a show, that's all they're doing tonight. No defense whatsoever. Having some fun on the court. 8:40 left to go in the first. Tatum, crossover, takes the 3 straight away, and no good around the rim and out. Defensive rebound pulled down by Jokic. Outlet pass out to DeRozan. Out to the top, Curry. Shoots one from the logo. Missed off the back rim. Giannis. Offensive rebound between 2 defenders. Throws it down for the Greek Freak. Giannis with his second dunk of the game. Nikola Jokic leads all scorers. He's got 5. And a dunk underneath by Wiggins. Curry. Dribbles up, inside the key with a left hand scoop, no good. Tip in is good though for Jokic. And right back, quick on the attack. That is a two-handed flush sent down. First bucket of the night by John Morant. Deep range 3. Not even close there, as that was missed by, I think it was LeBron who took it on the far side. Pass ahead, and Joel Embiid scores. 7.5 left to go in the first. LeBron takes up the court. Bounce pass over to DeRozan. DeRozan, fall away. Baseline over. Morant missed off the back rim. Tatum controls the defensive rebounds. Tatum dribbles up to the free throw circle. Backs his way on Curry. Moves it out on top. Embiid will take a 3. And he hits it for the big fella. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to play. Airmail pass off the fingertips at DeRozan. And all that time we had to the first turnover of the game. So it's only a 2-point game. Here's a 3 from the parking lot. Trae Young working on those in warm-ups. Missed off the back rim. Jokic controls the rebound. Pass deflected, stolen away. Young puts it off the back rim, looking for an off-the-glass throwdown. Couldn't get to a Jokic rebound. DeRozan kick out corner. Focuses on the rim. Wide open 3. Curry. And automatic for the man that changed the game of perimeter shooting. Steph Curry's second made 3. As Tatum attacks down the lane, and it's going to get poked loose as the clock will stop with 6:32. So yeah, there's defense in the All-Star game on that possession specifically. There's Tatum was just driving to the bucket, and the ball got punched loose right out in front of him as Curry and Jokic were in the area. Clock will stop. 6.5 left to go in the first. Yep, it's gonna be a nice time keeping up with the score of this one. I actually announced a lacrosse game yesterday, and what I'm announcing, I have to make sure that I keep track of time too. So I have to stop the clocks and start it, stop it whenever like the whistle blows. Yeah, it can get quite crazy sometimes. What's good, Roger? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and welcome in everybody tonight. 23-18, Team LeBron leads as we're just above the midway part remaining in the first quarter. Good to see a close competitive game so far. There's a couple college basketball games that went down today. Crazy stuff happening. 2 of them went into overtime between ranked teams. Number 14 ranked Houston beat Wichita State 76-74. That game went into double overtime. That's a team that I don't know. I don't know how far Houston could go, and all depends on the matchup. If Houston's a 5 seed, because there's a lot of dangerous 12s. I think, and I'm looking at a couple teams specifically, but I think North Texas could be one that gives teams problems. They're in a monster winning streak right now, and they're doing it under the radar. For North Texas, they won against Purdue last year in the first round. Wouldn't be shocking if they get to the round of 32 once again. Speaking of Purdue, they won against Rutgers today, 84-72. Rutgers, one of the hottest teams in America at this moment. Wisconsin beat Michigan 77-63. Wisconsin basically going to have to win the Big Ten tournament at this rate and might have to get through the next couple of games without their head coach, all depending what happens. But Juwan Howard, end of the game, him and Greg Gard, coach of Wisconsin, as they were in the handshake line. Juwan Howard didn't want to shake the hand of Greg Gard and then pointing fingers at him instead. And then a scrum occurs. Juwan Howard throws a right hand at the assistant coach of Wisconsin, and then it all has to get broken up. Security had to come onto the court and make sure to split up both of the sides and force the head coach of Michigan, Juwan Howard, just to stay away. Just a terrible example for your team, but just no discipline right there whatsoever. Yeah, I really like Kentucky this year. I think they're all around a great team. I'm high. They're two teams that I'm really got my eye on that I think that can make the national championship right now. That's Kentucky and Purdue. Purdue, if they don't play down to their opponents, that's the thing. Because I've seen Purdue play down to some of their opponents where they can certainly win those games. But they've got so much balance for Purdue. It's just the defense has got question marks. That's the only thing. And then there's teams that's up there too. Gonzaga can certainly make it for a deep run once again. I mean, the only thing is they haven't been battle tested. How are they going to fare against other physical teams? That's the thing. Arizona's got crazy metrics. They survived yesterday against Oregon. But that's a team that hasn't been battle tested as much as other teams. And then Villanova's a team to really keep an eye on. That team's improved a ton. They made it to the Sweet 16 last year without Colin Gillespie. Yeah, probably not. So we're going to get back to action. 23-18. 6.5 left to play in the first. Texas Tech's another one that they've won a bunch of games shorthanded. I think they could be poised for a deep run, especially with the Big 12. They've had consecutive seasons, teams getting into the Final Fours. Karl-Anthony Towns, first time today, takes a 3 and goes off the top of the backboard out of bounds. Do you know a song called Never Stop? I don't think so. I know lyrics was stopping them, but I don't know the song. LeBron throws it off the backboard. Giannis was supposed to throw it down, but Giannis missed the slam dunk too strong with both of the hands. Booker lines up a 3 and splashes that one through. Here goes Giannis on a whole nother level, takes flight, and soaring up high, throws it down with a huge right-handed jam. LeBron's team comes up with a steal. Giannis missed the layup underneath, gets his own rebound back, and flushes it home for a second time. Giannis en route to another NBA All-Star Game MVP. Lob over the top, Devin Booker, alley-oop slam. And then LeBron scoring underneath. Yes, I think the Bruins are going to make the playoffs this year, hopefully. Welcome in Jameson on the stream. Booker on another, or that's Zach LaVine who makes it. Zach LaVine was coming in lately. He was injured here, so I wasn't sure if he was going to even be playing today. But LaVine's out there because leading up to the All-Star game, he was injured. DeRozan missed the baseline jumper. And Embiid will throw it down. Yeah, cost of living in Rhode Island's not as bad as like a lot of the other states up northeast. Because I'm from Massachusetts, especially the Boston area, it can get quite crazy. I think like the average price for like a house in like Rhode Island's around like $300,000. I think that is another slam. Karl-Anthony Towns underneath unguarded. Kick to the corner. LeBron, one dribble. Uncontested. Three. They'll just let him hit it. Going for the windmill. Joel Embiid. Straight down the lane. The windmill is it for Team KD. Step back three, Curry. Contested by LaVine, no good. Jokic with the offensive board. LeBron. Football hike pass right from behind DeRozan. Straight down the lane. Throws it down with a flush. 34-0. Braden, welcome in, man. Yeah, unfortunate that JB didn't get in. And he proved everyone with that big game he had against Philadelphia right before the All-Star break. But, I mean, the crusher for him was he was injured like the first part of the year. So, missing games, especially availability, has a big thing to do with it, I'm pretty sure. As far as, like, making the team and not making the team. So, Giannis has got 8 points right now. LeBron leads all... Yeah, LeBron leads Team LeBron. He's got 9 points. The top scorer in the game is Joel Embiid with 11. Booker takes a step back three over his teammate CP3. Missing off the front rim. Goes back to Team LeBron with 3.5 left to go. Darius Garland. Playing with the Cavs as he has it. Floats one up with the right hand. Missed with his first shot attempt of the night. Pass off to LaVine, and he goes windmill. 360 and throws it down. Fred VanVleet lobs it over the top, and that is Jared Allen with a two-handed alley flush. I think it's certainly possible there, Johnny, that Arkansas can make a deep run. I mean, they're playing the best basketball out of anybody right now. Shovel over to Rudy Gobert with a dunk. And, yeah, I see the Celtics getting better as a team. Derek White's only played a couple of games with Boston, so they're gonna need more players too to pick up, because they're probably gonna look at someone possibly in the buyout market too. As here's a three by Wiggins and connecting. Or that's for Team Durant. That's Middleton, so he takes the three and drills it down. And Fred VanVleet will go for a three, and he hits one. Yeah, if you put your mind to it, you can possibly do it on Saturday. 2 minutes left to play. Garland, once again, alley-oop to his teammate. It's Jared Allen. 41 all. Minute 40 left to play. Middleton towards his left. Skip pass. Dribbles. Baseline. Booker scores. A lot of scoring tonight. It's going to be more to keep and tally the scoreboard as CP3 missed the layup. Tried to come up with a steal. And we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. Minute 30 left to play. As CP3 got called for the reaching off the rebound picked up for Team Durant. So that's the second personal foul of the game assessed in this entire game. Team LeBron's got 2 fouls as a team. One by Giannis and one now by CP3. Imagine if someone falls out of the All-Star game. That would be pretty embarrassing. Man. Joel Embiid leading all scorers, 11 points. And then Team LeBron, top player is LeBron. He's got 9 points. Giannis with 8 points. Everybody basically getting equal touches as far as the starters with shooting. Chris Paul is playing today, so yeah, he's out here. I heard that he was limited for this game. So Luka's the only player for Team LeBron that's yet to check in the game so far. And then for Team Durant, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo Ball have yet to check in the game so far. And Zach LaVine, I was shocked to see him out here because I wasn't sure if he was going to be playing as well. But Zach LaVine's playing too. Okay, and I just saw this article to the side right here. Chris Paul going to be missing 6 to 8 weeks. He's playing in the All-Star game right now. Chris Paul. Okay, so this article dropped right after the top of the hour. Right here on ESPN. Phoenix guard Chris Paul will be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks due to a fracture of his right thumb, according to a source confirming to ESPN. And he's playing out in the All-Star game right now. Like, oh man. I know that these players want to go out and have fun and stuff like that, but I mean, you don't want to re-injure like something and have just like so much fun that you forget about what you're actually here for, playing this season instead of just one night of the All-Star game. I mean, you're playing here to win a chip, and that's what Phoenix is in position for right now. Perfect position to potentially win the title. Number 1 team in the NBA, 48-10, and their leader, their team is out here playing in the All-Star game right now. And yeah, I just saw that. I just saw this article pop up. Crazy. So So this was first reported by TNT earlier tonight, the news. So Chris Paul has played 2 minutes. And he just picked up a fall on a reach in, which it makes zero sense why he was reaching in on a loose ball. Just trying to slap it out. Because it's a thumb injury. I wonder how many of these players met up during this All-Star weekend to make plans to have some of these other players join them in the offseason. Had that a couple of years ago. It was just a slap to the face of the Celtics that when KD and Kyrie met up, and that was when Kyrie just bugged out on Boston and joined Brooklyn in the offseason. Because this is the time where all these players meet up and they start to make plans, and And are like, yeah, join me for next season if you're in the free agent market. See what you can do to be a part of your team. Here's Darius Garland. Comes up with a steal as we get back to action. Team Durant up by 2, and Garland missed the 3. LaVine comes up with a defensive rebound. LaVine takes the 3 at the wing, off the front rim, tipped up. The rebound goes to Fred VanVleet for Team LeBron. Out to the corner, Luka, first shot attempt of the night, uncovered and delivers. So Luka, the last player to check in for Team LeBron, having a great past couple weeks as Porzingis got traded at the trade deadline, and Luka had that big game right after Porzingis got traded. Here's Luka from downtown once again. Bang, bang. 30 seconds left to go in the first. Booker, right hand, scores. Up and in off the window. Final 15 seconds left to play in the first. Garland defended by Booker. Just dribbles up to the free throw circle, looking for something. Dribbles back out. 2-second differential shot clock and game clock. Garland circles around, swings it outside of VanVleet. 2 rookie All-Stars in their first appearance and missed the 3 by Fred. And that's a half-court 3 missed off the top of the glass by Team Durant as we close out the end of 1. 47-45. Great start in this one. Nice competitive game. Glad it's not a blowout at the end of the first. So it's Eric Spoelstra, coach of the Heat. He's the one that coaches Team Durant, and then Team LeBron is coached by Monty Williams, the coach of the Suns. What's good, Worry Bird? Welcome to stream. Thanks so much for joining in from Tennessee. Yeah, good to see Karl-Anthony Towns able to win the 3-point shooting contest last night. Yeah, terrific to see the first quarter at least close and competitive. Even if it was a blowout, I bet that the players would make it close, so it wouldn't be that way. But if you guys are new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And basically, we are close to 200 points possibly that somebody could crack tonight. All depends on how the scoring goes throughout here, throughout the rest of the way. But 47. If Team LeBron scores 47 every single quarter, they're going to score 188 points throughout the game. So that's 12 short of 200. So that's pretty close as far as like All-Star game buckets, as far as the rate of these baskets have been going. Might have a new record as far as highest points scored in an All-Star game. That was back in 2016. The West beat the East 196 to 173. So yeah, it's just been a bunch of scoring throughout this game. Top scorers right now, it's Joel Embiid with 11 points as he is the game leader. And then for Team LeBron, LeBron leading the way. He's got 9 points, 8 points for Giannis. Everybody is checked into the game for Team LeBron. Team Durant has 2 players yet to play so far tonight. LaMelo Ball and DeJounte Murray. So 2 point guards that they've yet to play as they're littered with point guards in the roster. That's why here Trae Young, John Morant, and then Murray and Ball as well. Oh, I was thinking of Team LeBron because Luka's on Team LeBron, and then He was the last one to check in for Team LeBron. So Luka's got a quick 2 points, or he's got a quick 6 points in 2 minutes. So as far as most points in minute span, he's got the most right now out of anybody. We've seen quite some big dunks in this game so far. John Morant putting one up. It was on a reverse 180. Zach LaVine at a 360 dunk. There's LaMelo Ball, checks into the game for the first time today. He played in the Rising All-Star game on Friday night. MVP of that was Cade Cunningham. And the tip gets controlled by Team LeBron. It's Jimmy Butler who puts it into the hands of Fred VanVleet. Butler, VanVleet, Darius Garland, Luka, and Jared Allen, 5 of the court for Team LeBron. As Garland will take it a distance and scores with the right hand. So 49-45, Team LeBron. So I guess they reset the score after each quarter. We'll just keep it with a total score here for now. Booker off a double team at the top. His pass gets intercepted. Outlet pass ahead, looking for Garland as he tries to save it. Puts it up, and Booker intercepts it. And it gets intercepted right at midcourt again. Pass to Garland, and able to soar up at the rim and put it through. So it's 51-45. We'll just keep the actual game score here instead of what the score is. 4-0. 11 minutes left to go in the second. Jumper, mid-baseline, or mid-block by LeBron. Missed. It's going to be missed off the mark. It was DeJounte Murray who missed it, but they do get the steal and score, as that is Rudy Gobert. Garland dribbles left baseline on Booker, circles around in the key, shovels it out to Luka, takes a three, and missed off the back rim, sailed up to the top of the backboard, and Booker comes out with a defensive board. 10-20 in the second. We'll see what Tatum's got. Making a move on Jared Allen. Puts it on top. Booker going to float up a shot. And Booker scores with that one. Gets the friendly roll. Butler going to move it outside. Bounce past Jared Allen. Shovel. Goes to the corner. And the three is good. That's Darius Garland. LaMelo out to the corner, going to attempt the three himself. That time he missed, ripped away off the glass by Jared Allen. Here he goes quick on the 3-on-2. Garland, lob over the top for Allen, able to snag it, throw it down. So, yeah, these two playing for the hometown fans tonight, and they're certainly loving it. Good to see Jared Allen getting a replacement all-star nod here for him, as the jumper's good at the corner by DeJounte Murray. What's good, Christian? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I saw that. That's insane. That's going to be suspensions written all over it, looks like, for Juwan Howard. 180 dunk. Rudy Gobert soaring up high, throwing it down. Out to the baseline. Fall away. making it look so easy. I think it's going to be the rest of the season. That, rest of the regular season probably, and then he won't return until conference tournament time. Which they're basically doomed right now. They would have to, like, win out. They got so many quad 1 games, but I mean, their record's not good. Corner 3, Allen. Missed off the back rim. Goes right back to Team Durant. Booker. Swings it cross court. And hanging on the rim, it's LaMelo Ball with a jam. 58 all. Luka passes to the corner. Van Vliet, one dribble. Takes the wide open 3. Nothing but net. And the layup goes right back. That is DeJounte Murray of Team Durant. So scoring aplenty here. Pull up. Right behind the logo. Lets it rain. Darius Garland, man, showing you what he's got with his range. Holy smokes, he's having a great all-star game. He might be in conversation for MVP tonight. Really showing it what he's doing for the home team here. Darius Garland, top scorer for Team LeBron. He's up to 10 points. Also 2 assists, 1 steal. As we just had a steal at the rim and a score by Devin Booker. 65-64, Team Durant leading. A couple moments ago was LaMelo, the connection to DeJounte Murray right at the rim, soaring up high, throwing it down. What's good, Joe? Welcome to the stream, man. Nick, welcome in. Yeah, things going pretty good. Yes, I think eventually, I think it's way too early, though. This is his second season, but that's just ridiculous. I mean, he's the head coach, and you have to set an example for your players, and that's nothing right there, setting an example. I don't know how they make the tournament. Only way now is if they win the Big Ten. Because I know they won Purdue. They destroyed Purdue, but it's not really margin of victory that they look at. I think for the tournament committee, it's all about like quad victories that they have, and whether they can, they don't, whether they have like bad losses or not, and they certainly do. They lost against Central Florida. Yeah, I would put Curry there on my top 5. Curry, Luka, Booker. I go LeBron in there too. I take Giannis. I just always like Booker as my favorite, as like one of my top players. Same as Luka. I've got LeBron there, Christian. I mean, it's incredible what he's done throughout his career and been able to sustain it, like right out of high school. Yeah, I'm glad that this is a great game so far, because it looked like Team Durant was just like outnumbered going into this matchup. Because you look at Team LeBron, they have so many big names on their team. They got the reigning MVP with Jokic. They got the the defending champion with Giannis. They're just stacked. If you look at the roster for Team LeBron, DeRozan's out to an incredible season for him. Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time. Garland's the top player so far for Team LeBron, and then Team KD. It's more of like younger players, like first-time players, and then in the All-Star game they have. Let's see, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama, Wyoming, those teams are going to exit, mate. See, Texas lost. Michigan State lost, too. They're probably going to drop back to the edge of the top 25. Teams entering in, that's the only thing, is that these teams trying to enter in lost games, too. Man. And you can't really give it to mid-majors. Because they shouldn't be here until the start of March. That's a tough one, because teams like Xavier have fallen off a cliff lately. Like LSU lost to South Carolina yesterday. Wake Forest beat Notre Dame, who's waiting outside. Rutgers has been on a hot streak. Might be Rutgers who cracks the top 25 because of all the wins that they've gotten lately, even though Rutgers lost today against Purdue. This game is on TNT. If you're out in the U.S., I can't show the actual game due to copyright. But I mean, teams that just keep on winning, that haven't really played like anybody good, like teams like Toledo or South Dakota State, Boise State, Vermont, Wake Forest, should definitely be getting more votes than what they have. Yeah, I looked at Wake Forest. They only got one vote. They should be ranked. They got a pretty solid record for them. I'd say Wake Forest and Rutgers this upcoming week. Probably gonna get in. I'm not sure how the St. Mary's game went. St. Mary's was just ranked and then they got bounced out. But it's so odd that they have so many mid-major teams like outside the top 25. It was never used to be like that. Six minutes left to go. 67-64. Trae Young missed off the mark. Back to Team LeBron. Out to the corner. Curry catching fire. Three. Splash. Just automatic on the triple there by Steph. Oreo pudding. Welcome in. Here's a long distance one. LaMelo lights it up with a triple. 70-67. 5.5 left to go in the second. LeBron at the right baseline. Defended by LaMelo. Turns the corner, drives, and just too good. King James with a two-handed dunk. Trae floats it up over the top, and a two-handed jam. Thrown down for Team Durant. It is going to be Wiggins. Missed jumper. That was off the back rim by Curry. Behind the back pass, Trae sets up another flush. It's DeJounte Murray. Picked off the pass in the corner. Fade away. Off the side of the glass, missed by LaMelo. Murray offensive rebound. Rolls in for two more. So 76-69. Deep range three. Baby, he's got it. Steph Curry. Yeah, I think it's Giannis for strongest player in the NBA. A low-key one probably not talked about will be Steven Adams. That man is just super strong. Curry goes for another one. Lights out. from the wing, from deep by Curry. Trey trying to match it, comes up short, hit the front rim. Offensive rebound, shoveled out to the corner. LaMelo, wide open three, and connecting on it. 81-75. Curry gets another one off of 1 foot. Rocking the guitar after he drills the three with his dance. Curry's just tearing it up here right now. Rebound control by LeBron. Gives it out to an outlet. DeRozan running the floor. Floats it up over the top for Giannis. Throws it down with a two-handed flush. Steph Curry leading all players right now with 18 points. Here's a deep distance one. Missed by Wiggins at the top. And tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Team Durant ball. 81-80. Steph Curry just lights out 30-footers all over the court shooting circles. And Trae Young trying to match it. Not able to do it so far for Trae. Just 3 points, 1 for 5 from the floor. But, man, Steph Curry just looking at him so inspirational. 6 made threes. So Steph Curry leading scorer in this game. 18 points, making 6 threes. And that's a three by Wiggins off of the inbound, and he drills it. 84-80 Team Durant. 3 minutes left to go in the second. LeBron brings up the court. Bounce pass off to Curry. Oh, here's a deep one in front of the half-court logo and missed off the mark. Trying to go for basically half-court shots. Oh, what a dunk there. Trae off the jaw on the fast-breaking jaw with a 360 alley-oop flush. Incredible. Wish we could have saw this young man in the dunk contest. 86-80, 2:49 left to play in the second as we're going to take a timeout here on the floor. These guys making it fun tonight. We'll probably see somebody hit 200 on the total score possibly. We'll see. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. 4 players, double figures scoring for Team LeBron. 18 points, Steph Curry leading all scorers. He's made 6 threes. 11 points by LeBron with 5 assists. Top playmaker for his team. 10 points each by Giannis, and Darius Garland has 10 points as well. And then Team Durant, top scorer off the bench, DeJounte Murray, 13 points. Or no, it's actually 16 by Devin Booker. So 16 by Devin Booker, 13 by DeJounte Murray, 11 by Joel Embiid, and 10 points by LaMelo. Nello, welcome in. I predicted Team LeBron to take this one today. LeBron's never lost an All-Star game. So he's looking for his 5th straight. Actually, thinking about the top 25 from last break, I wouldn't be shocked if St. Mary's cracks it again on Monday. So St. Mary's will probably replace Wyoming because St. Mary's they've come up short against Gonzaga, but they've won the last 2 games against teams that were right there with them, San Francisco and BYU. They won yesterday. So, yeah, they're probably going to be back in the top 25 because they're just outside. Colorado State is trying to get back in there too. I haven't been following them that much. I'm gonna see how they've been doing as far as where they are. Wow, really? They're getting thumped against UNLV. Then yeah, they got thumped yesterday. Lost by 21 against UNLV. So yeah, they're definitely not going to be anywhere in the top 25. They might not even make it into the tournament as an at-large, honestly. They host Wyoming on Wednesday, and then they're at Utah State and hosting Boise State Utah State's been much better. Boise State is another team that might not make it into the tournament. Who knows what's going to go on with the Mountain West for like the final couple of weeks? Because I'm not high on any of those teams. San Diego State is they're a bubble team. They're probably going to end up winning the conference for the conference tournaments. And then there's other teams that's been discussed as at-large teams like Wyoming, Colorado State, and Boise State. But it's just, I mean, none of them are mind-blowing. They're all going to lose first round most likely. I don't see how those teams, especially if they're a higher seed, how are they going to win in the first round? They haven't played anybody good. Like Wyoming's probably going to get like a 7. I've been seeing them as bracketology as like a 7 or a 6 seed. It doesn't make any sense. They're probably going to get steamrolled against a 10 like an Iowa or an Indiana or something like that. Or a TCU, which TCU's another team that should be in the ranking discussion. What's good? The White Goat, welcome in. Is UNC a bubble team? No, they are not a tournament team. They haven't. Their best wins against Michigan. So yeah, they're not in the tournament right now. They can change that if they win out. They're gonna have to win out and beat Duke, and then they're gonna have to make a deep run to the ACC tournament at this rate because they can't suffer any more losses. I guess the big thing is you have to look at like the best win. And that's the big thing with a lot of these teams, because a couple weeks ago we were looking at USC. We were like, who in the world is USC? How in the world are they even ranked? They almost lost against Pacific. Straight down the lane, another bucket for Team LeBron, that time by Giannis. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Embiid takes a 3 and he makes it. Team LeBron going to slow it down. DeRozan moves it out to LeBron at the wing. Skip pass corner. DeRozan over to Jokic. Fires away a 3 and the big fella connects on the one. High arcing there. Two-point game in the final minute and a half. Corner 3 by Embiid. Right back as he hits another one. So Joel Embiid is now the top scorer for Team Durant with 17. Team LeBron underneath. Missed a shot. Going to go back to Team KD. Deep range 3 off the back rim. Missed by Wiggins. Picked up by Curry. Curry leads the way with 6 made threes. 18 points. Giannis moves it outside. LeBron, open 3, hit the front rim, no good. Defensive rebound, pulled down by Middleton. Middleton moves it out to the wing. Attacks and Ja, missing the slam dunk, looking for the 360 to excite the crowd. Good to see from this young man, though. 3rd season in the NBA for Ja Morant. And he has been putting on a show here. Memphis Grizzlies, team on the rise. Curry takes another one, laser beam, as he sends it through for the triple. Steph Curry up to 21 points, making it 7-3 tonight. Middleton will jack up a 3. His teammate Giannis with a late contest. Missed off the back rim. Tatum offensive rebound. Right baseline dribble. Trey right to the cup, scores. Curry just going to keep on firing. Give this man the MVP if Team LeBron wins tonight. Team LeBron took the first quarter. 47-45. This is a close second quarter. But Team Durant currently leads 49-46. 12 seconds left to go. Trey dribbles up to the elbow. 4 in the shot clock. Takes the jumper. 18-footer straightaway. Missed off the back rim. Tatum. Offensive rebound, back outside. Trey takes another long distance 3 at the horn. Skipped around the rim and out. And the total score right now is Team KD 94, Team LeBron 93 as we head into halftime. And it's a great game As Team Durant won the second quarter, that means $100,000 for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank on its way. So we're going into halftime here. A great game. Potentially could hit 200 on the board. Possibly. Have to see how the remaining part of this matchup goes. Yeah, it's been good tonight. Joe, welcome on man. Really good game tonight. Yeah, it was more lopsided last year. It was a 60-41 second quarter for Team LeBron last year. At the end of the first quarter, it was 40-39, and then 60-41 at the end of the second quarter. And this has been really close. So this is great. Unlike last year, where it's just a blowout going into halftime. If you haven't already done so, make sure to vote in that poll. Hit me up in the chat who you got in this one. Team KD, Team LeBron. I think they could very well get to the national title game for Kentucky. They're looking solid this year. Yep, I had said in the pregame I thought Steph would win MVP. So Steph Curry, he is the top scorer, 24 points. Yeah, so Curry has made 8 threes. He's got 24 points and leads all scorers. Luka tonight has got himself 6 points. LeBron with 13, Giannis with 12. And then Team Durant top scorers, they have 4 players double figures, 17 by Embiid, 16 by Booker, 13 by DeJounte Murray, and 10 by LaMelo. Vincent, welcome in. Yeah, things going pretty well. Yeah, I'm debating on that. I'm going back and forth. I think probably Elite 8 for Illinois. They've got so many shooters around when all the focus is on Coburn down low. I think their big thing though is making sure that he doesn't get into foul trouble. Because if Kofi Coburn can avoid foul trouble, I think they could be in for a deep run. Because he's one of the best big men in all college hoops. Yeah, Big Ten for the tournament. It's wide open. I'm probably gonna go Purdue for that. I really like Purdue. I can see them as well. I can see them coming up short in the Big Ten tournament and then them making a run in March Madness, though, for Purdue. Because the games for the Big Ten tournament are played every single day, and it seems like for Purdue, it seems like they're just tired. They just don't play their all. Like, they come out flat. Like, they're much better than what I see. I think potentially Illinois could get it if Purdue comes out flat. And in the third time too, I think third time could be the charm. If those two teams meet up, I would take Illinois in the Big Ten tournament for the third time. I would go no for Kofi as a top 10 pick right now, just because he's an older player, and he does like basically everything underneath, whereas like nowadays it's all about like expanding the game, so that's the thing. Yeah, I think Big U's gonna play in the NBA. So he's been outstanding this year. I think Shibwe could get National Player of the Year. So Ayo Desimu is not playing in the All-Star game, but he's had a pretty good season last couple weeks or so. I think everybody should stay at Louisville. Yeah, for a team that's like underachieving like that, they don't even have a single player that's averaging over 10 points per game. So it's everybody besides the seniors that can't stay need to stay once again. Like everybody needs to stay once again. Nobody's gonna declare for the draft and even get picked, as far as Louisville. Yeah, nobody's even averaging double figures. It's kind of shocking when you see a roster. You see 9 players averaging above 5 points per game, and nobody's averaging in double figures. I got it between Kentucky and Purdue in the championship. Right now for my Final Four, I got Kentucky, Purdue. I'm going to go Gonzaga and Texas Tech right now. So somebody from the Big 12 is going to advance to the Final Four. And I've got Gonzaga as my last one. They're just steamrolling everybody. But it all depends on who these teams play. That's the thing. Because if Texas Tech plays against Illinois, that matchup could go to Illinois. Texas Tech struggles defending the perimeter. Illinois has got a really good interior team. And that's where Texas Tech's go-to is. So it all depends on the matchups, too, and what happens. And, yeah, Villanova, I've got my eye on. I think they're going to the Elite Eight for Villanova. They're, like, under the radar or so right now for Villanova. They've got a ton of experience, but they're putting it together right now. Yeah, Purdue played Villanova back in Mohegan Sun in November out in Connecticut. That was a great game. Because Villanova's barely talked about. They're up to number 10. They're going to be at least 8. They just beat Providence this week, so coming up next week, they're going to move up to at least number 8 in the rankings, I would think here. Final Four sleeper will be Arkansas. They're playing the best basketball out of anybody right now. And also UConn. UConn's had a lot of players injured. They've got a ton of size in their team. They're a really good interior team, much better offensively. They're more balanced than last year's team, where everything was on book night. They're like a physical type of team for them. It's just 3-point defense. That's the only thing. Big man for Purdue, I probably say no, because Zach Edey's the big man. He's 7'4", but he's like a lot slower inside. I think Jaden Ivey's the one that he's gonna go. He's gonna be in the top 10 for Jaden Ivey. I take Kansas. Kansas has got a ton of experience on their team, and Duke, I'm not too high on Duke. I think they might just make it to the round of 32, and that could be it. All depends on the matchup that they get. If they take on a team that can force turnovers, have like a ton of experience, I think they can, whoever that team is, could pose a problem to Duke. I've been seeing the matchup a lot, LSU against Duke, and I feel like there's a team every single season that nobody believes. Nobody believes in. Last year was UCLA. A couple years ago, I think it was Ohio State. They were an 11 seed. They knocked off Iowa State. LSU might be a 10 seed by the time tournament comes. Or either way, a 10 or a 7. And they might be put in the bracket to play Duke if Duke is a 2 seed. And that's a bad matchup for Duke, considering, because LSU is one of the top teams in steals. And the main problem for Duke this year, how they've lost games, is because of turning over the ball. Lost against Miami because of that. Miami's a top 10 team in steals, and LSU is one of the top teams nationally when it comes to forcing turnovers. So I'm not too high on them. I got a lot of teams I'm not too high on inside the top 25. Not too high on Houston either. Houston's barely getting by teams, and I'm a Providence fan myself, and honestly, I don't. There's very little margin of error. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep on doing what they're doing right now, barely winning games, like losing by double digits and then skating past bad teams to win these games. SB, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw today that Juwan Howard threw a punch at the end of the game. That they were doing the handshake between both of the teams. He just threw punches. I think he was unhappy about like one of the timeouts in the game that was taken. But yeah, that's another team that's had like so much turnover in the offseason. I thought they were going to be really good. They had like a ton of talent coming in, but they didn't really have like much time together on the court. So a lot of the teams that's had like turnover in the offseason haven't been like that great this year. Oregon's in that same category. Might be making a push for the tournament. I don't know. For that team, they usually do. They're like borderline right now. Oregon, Florida State, which is not even close to the bracket. They lost a ton of players in the offseason. I think I saw something about Coach of the Year up there. Coach Cal, after the turnaround, definitely should be in the conversation, but I think right now I'm going to go Tommy Lloyd for Arizona. That team, I had no clue that team was going to be this good this season. This is the first-year head coach. He's at number 3 right now in the poll. It's phenomenal. Like, a lot of those players are sophomores, and they went last year like mid-pack offensively, and this year they're one of the top offenses for like all college basketball. What he has done at Arizona, it's incredible. Do I go in-person broadcast radio for women's college basketball games? I do for webcasts. It's like television. It's like TV webcasts I do. I do it both for men's and women's basketball. We just wrapped up last week. So I'm starting. I just started this past week. I started lacrosse, so that's what I'm doing right now. I actually had a busy week. I had it streamed for like a week from, I think it was like last Sunday to like yesterday. I hadn't streamed because I had like 5 games to do. I had two of them were men's volleyball. I had one for women's basketball, and then the last 2 I've done men's lacrosse. Soundman, welcome to the stream. Also, we got over 75 people in the chat. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, we're just at half. Signed poster schedules. Interesting there. I don't think I'd have like access to that though, because I'm usually away. I don't go to like Yukon where I am. I'm only like an hour away from Yukon, but I'm usually heading up towards like the Boston area usually. Yeah, I think Kofi is probably going to get drafted. Probably going to be in the second rounds. Frazier will probably go undrafted. Because there's so many good college players, plus you have to add in like the international poll to it too. For like a bunch of players in there internationally that get drafted. What's good? Too Deep, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this game just no defense. At halftime, 94-93. Might see someone hang up a 200 spot on the board. Yeah, I did the games in person, but I'm at a D3 right now, so it's not like a D1, like a well-known program that everybody like knows. Yeah, Silvio De Souza from a couple of years ago. I think that's what you said there. The Kansas K-State game from two seasons ago. That was crazy. With Silvio De Souza with a chair. Mark on the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you back in, man. Devin Booker right now, he has got himself 16 points for Booker. So he is the number 2 scorer for Team KD behind Joel Embiid with 17. The top player is Steph Curry with 24. Curry's made 8 threes. What's good, Francois? Welcome to the stream, man. I think that's how you pronounce it. Glad to have you back in. Or glad to have you in the channel. Malik, welcome in. Ryan, welcome in. Yeah, unfortunate for Michigan today, man. Looking like a suspension there for Juwan Howard now. It's crazy. Throwing a monster punch at one of the assistant coaches of Wisconsin. Yeah, De Sousa was supposed to play last year for Kansas, just didn't. Interesting. I want to know myself, like, where in the world happened to this guy? So, he didn't play last year. He opted out of last season, cited personal issues. Someone actually made a video 4 weeks ago about what in the world happened with Silvio De Sousa. He transferred to Chattanooga for his final season of eligibility, which Chattanooga, I think, is at the top of the SoCon right now. Let's see this roster. Yeah, oh my goodness, he's on Chattanooga, wow. So Silvio De Sousa plays for Tennessee Chattanooga. He's averaging 11.5 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. So he's the top rebounder on the team. That's crazy. Did not know that. What's good, KC? Welcome back in. Curry indeed on fire tonight. Yeah, I got an email on one of my about pages, Joe. Just go to that page. It's on the YouTube tab where it has like videos, community. There's one that says about, and it should say email on it, and then you can hit that and send your email over. I don't have any more games this season though, because they just wrapped up, so I can't get anything for this season. Because they just wrapped up the season. The final games for the conference were this past weekend. I'm not nowhere close to Marshall, so I'm up in Massachusetts. So that's out in West Virginia. What's good, Ty? Walk with the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, I remember that. That was before that whole chair incident happened. They were trying to like get him granted eligibility. Steph Curry's got the most points here at halftime as he has made 8 threes. He's got 24 points. Yeah, I think Cam Newton should retire. Long halftime right now. They're basically like introducing some of the players of the NBA 75 team. 75th anniversary. Yeah, that's where my girlfriend went. We usually go to like a BU game like once a year or so. I think they're on the road though for the last couple of games. Yeah, I agree there, Ty. They barely beat DePaul and they barely beat Butler today. They were down by 19 against Butler. They're lucky. They got very little margin of error. So I'm right with you. So I'm a fan of Providence. Not too high in their team whatsoever. They got a bunch of seniors. Historically, they've never been good in the tournament. For a long time since the 80s. I remember they lost to Pacific in the first round back in 2004, and I could possibly see something like that happening if they pull like a North Texas, or there's a lot of teams that's gonna bust brackets in that grouping. Not a whole lot of attention on Conference USA, but they got some good teams in that conference. North Texas, UAB, Louisiana Tech, they could possibly get 2 tournament teams out of that conference. Vermont played a pretty good game against Providence back early in the season. I worry about a team like South Dakota State. South Dakota State can make a bunch of threes. So if there's a team that can't defend the perimeter, they're going to have some problems. Which was Providence's nightmare when they lost against Villanova. Because Villanova is a strong 3-point shooting team. Yeah, I'm sure that they would have some for you there, Joe. Just there must be like an email or something like that for promotions that you can like contact them directly, and they should be able to get that for you. Because usually they do that stuff for like fan packs. I know for the NFL teams they do like fan packs and stuff for teams. What's good, Ben? Welcome in. I'm going back and forth between either Kentucky or Purdue right now, but I got both of them in the championship. Yeah, I think this is going to be it for Wayne Tinkle. That was just the one-hit wonder year. Yikes. 3-22. Man. It's just not good. Yeah, USC is drawing a close game right now, 60-60 against Washington State. This halftime's long. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining tonight, being a part here in the stream. So right now we're just at halftime. Vermont is been on a roll. They are by far the best team in the America East. That's a team that could give teams problems. I think they got 10 seniors in their roster. Yeah, I plan on doing the bracket challenge thing again. I'll let you guys know when that's out. I'll probably do like a community post to that, and then before like the week heading up, I'll put into the chat, pin it into the chat about that. So yeah, Vermont's 22-5. They got like 10 seniors in the team. They could probably win the first round, depending on who they get. They might honestly draw Providence again because of regions. It all depends. But Vermont's heading towards a 12. It would be Providence would have to lose like remaining part of the stretch to draw back to the 5. So they're probably going to be a 3 or a 4. Davison's a really good 3-point shooting team. They could give teams problems if they can't defend the perimeter. Last year, the Big West was really good. This year, it's been a tough season over in that conference. UC Santa Barbara was the team that I was high on. But, they've been having a tough season this year. Conference USA is the one I got my eye on. North Texas has the top defense. They're capable of pulling off a first-round upset for whoever gets through Conference USA. They could potentially get 2 bids in that conference. Say if UAB wins the title, North Texas just keeps on winning out but loses in the championship game by like 1 or so. Just put them both in the bracket. Both are very well deserving to be there. There's 4 teams in that conference with 7 losses or less. I think it's very well possible Gonzaga could. Gonzaga's just crushing the competition. What's good, Bill on the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, that's at the top of the Ivy. Princeton at the top of the Ivy. Cornell's had a much better year. I thought it'd be Yale, but Princeton's running away with that conference. Iona, another team on the radar. Iona's probably going to get a 12. Toledo or Ohio, pick your choice. Whoever wins the MAC, that could give teams problems. I guess it all depends on matchups. Whoever wins the MAC suited to play against Ohio State probably, which that could be an upset. I think I talked about yesterday how Ohio State reminds me of the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I think whoever's the MAC champion will face them. in the first round. And then Mountain West is interesting. Yeah, they could get as many as 4 teams. They can get as little as 2 teams right now for Mountain West. It's just all over the place. Whoever wins the conference, and then maybe one at large. I don't know. That's crazy. All depends on the last 2 weeks here. Paul, welcome in. Yeah, that was insane. With Juwan Howard throwing a right-handed punch at the assistant coach of Wisconsin. It's crazy. So, yeah, there's going to be suspensions going down for that. A lot of people calling out that they need to fire Juwan Howard after that. So yeah, Big Ten's reviewing that, what happened there, so they're going to come down, and it's probably going to be suspensions. Murray State and Belmont out of the OVC. Very well, that could be a 2-bid conference, as Murray State's already got 26 wins. And say if Murray State loses in a title game, they're definitely well deserving to be there. I mean, it's devastating for a team, say, if they go 31-3, they lose in the conference title game and they don't get in. It's just devastating for that. Because that's exactly what happened to Belmont last year. They went 26-3. Both of those teams should get in. Say if Belmont would have to win the OVC title. But Belmont makes an interesting case to be like an at-large team, all depending on bid thieves. South Dakota State, that's the team that beat Washington State. That's a great three-point shooting team. I think he's going to go to the Broncos for Aaron Rodgers. So right now we're just at halftime. Looks like they have a halftime show going on. So this is really just a drawn-out all-star game that's taken a long time for the second half to start. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there with Juwan Howard, a coach from Michigan, if he's even going to coach again. I wonder what the suspension's going to be. Is it going to be for the rest of the season? Is it going to be for the rest of the regular season? Come back and coach the team in the conference tournament? Or is he just going to be fired after that? Which, I mean, you're the head coach. You're supposed to be setting examples for your players. And you throw a right hand at another assistant coach. It's just terrible. That's basically the season in a nutshell, because at this rate, you're going to have to win the Big Ten championship. That win against Purdue, it just basically counts. It counts as a quad 1 victory, but I heard that the committee doesn't take in the win margin that much. Like, Purdue just came out flat. They had a terrible game, and they get destroyed. But just more importantly is that the committee takes that as a quad 1 victory. But then you add on top of it Michigan's bad losses they've had. They lost against Central Florida. And Central Florida hasn't done any help out with that. because they're not top 3 in the American. American might get 3 teams in. They'll probably get 2. Yeah, that's right. Fine's going to be on top of that as well. Curry's made 8 tonight. He'll probably go for... I'll go for 12 for Curry. So he'll add in 4 more in the second half because he played quite a bit in the first half. Yeah, he's played 15 minutes. They're gonna have to like even that out, give the bench players some more time to play. I'm gonna release the poll right here. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll. Team LeBron took the poll 67-33. Wow. USC just beat Washington State 62-60. Gee. They might be a first round exit. Just keep on winning games. And everybody will be shocked when USC loses first round. I won't. They only have like 1 good victory. That's a team, if they draw a matchup like South Dakota State, that could be an upset. South Dakota State had won against Washington State. USC just beat Washington State by 2. Tim, welcome in. Yeah, one of the most improved teams all this season for Arkansas. It's incredible. I think they can make a deep run. The defense has completely turned it around. I'm not sure here. I'm just waiting for this game to get back myself. Hopefully the next few minutes will start out the second half, because halftime lasted so long. Rich, welcome on the stream. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. It's been a long halftime. So somebody might score 200 points tonight. Be the first time ever in the All-Star game we've seen that. Chris Paul played 2 minutes and then he left the game. It was announced before this game even started that Chris Paul had a right thumb fracture and that he's going to have to miss 6 to 8 weeks, but he ended up playing 2 minutes. And then he picked up a foul because he was he tried to slap the ball out, got called on a reach-in. Not a wise decision when you already had already gonna undergo surgery on your thumb. Gee. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be it for Kevin Keats too. Mike White of Florida, I think he's in that same boat. They're last team in the bracket, first team in the NIT right now with Florida. They need one more big win for them. So they just beat Auburn. Auburn's really been struggling on the road, though. And Florida almost lost that at the end. Mike Bray of Notre Dame. Him too. All depends on what happens in the tournament. They might be first round and done. I'm interested to see what happens in the tournament with them because ACC has been struggling. I'm not high on any of the ACC teams to make a deep run. Yeah, that makes zero sense there. They only move up to 19. Tennessee at 17. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm actually not too high on Duke. I think they might get upset early if they take on a team that can force turnovers. Because that's been their struggle. Because they do have some bad losses on their resume. Like that Virginia loss was at home. Virginia's been making a push though. I had said like a couple months ago that when Virginia started out poorly to the season, I thought Virginia would make it into the tournament. That somehow, some way, they'll figure out how to get there, whether it's winning the ACC title. I've got Team LeBron winning this one tonight. So we've still yet to tip off the second half. It's still at halftime currently. Yeah, Florida State, Miami, Virginia. Those are the losses in the conference slate for Duke. Beat Wake Forest by 2. That was at home. Wake Forest could have won that one. They're on the road at Virginia on Wednesday. That's going to be a good game. Yeah, Arkansas against Providence in the title game. It'd be funny just to see Providence throughout the tournament. You know, every single game Providence is going to play, it's going to be close. Like, they just find a way to win games. They have very little margin of error. I've got right now Kentucky and Purdue. That's my top 2. Yeah, I've got LeBron's team winning tonight. Welcome in Elaine on the stream. I think LeBron will leave the Lakers. I think he stays. I think it's Anthony Davis that they're going to move on from this offseason. Yeah, Anthony Davis was the one that they were supposed to build around, but it's gotten to the point where he just hasn't been available. Yeah. I don't live too far from the ocean, so it's not like a good time of year here to go to the ocean, but yeah, I usually go to the ocean like in a couple months from now. I'm looking at Creighton right now as far as their team. This team should be in the tournament. they should be ranked soon. Once again, they're crushing teams. I don't know how they're not like receiving votes or anything. Cause what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won 5 in a row. So they're getting hot at the right time. Oh, they weren't the team that destroyed Butler. I'm trying to see who beat Butler on. I think it was on Friday. It was a beatdown. Oh, it was St. John's. Because St. John's has a ton of work to do. They basically got to win the Big East. Alright, second half coming to you guys in a couple moments from now. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Steph Curry, top scorer in this game. He's got 24 points, 8 made threes by Curry. And having a great first half so far, on track as being the top to win All-Star MVP. Might get someone to hit 200 today. Oh, there we go. AI in the building. So he's getting interviewed right now by the crew. Yeah, I think so there, Harry. I heard today that they gave him like a contract extension after making the tournament last year. So he probably won't get fired. If they win out, I think they're probably going to get to a 2. So that would be 6 losses to end the year. Yeah, probably a 2. All depends on what happens in front of them. There's still teams though with like 2 losses, 4 losses. A lot of teams with 4 losses. Alright, so we're just waiting for the second half to begin. LeBron getting interviewed right now. 18th All-Star Game appearance for King James. That is just one shy of first. That is Kareem, who's got the most All-Star appearances in NBA history with 19. Didn't expect for it to be this long today. I remember last year it was crazy how long it went. But usually those draft nights are long. Those are super long. NBA draft. I remember I did the NFL draft a couple years ago and it went like well past midnight. Yeah, this is insane. Like a 1 hour halftime. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not driving back after this one late at night. Man. Those late nights are brutal. Back on the road, having a trip home, going up to like an event or something like that. Getting stuck in the parking lot for like 4 or 5 hours. Classic. They're still drawing out the second half. Team KD's they got their jerseys on, getting ready for the second half. Trae Young back on the court for Team KD. So finally, get that third quarter graphic up. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And going to start out with the third quarter here in just a moment. Steph Curry, 24 points, leading all scores. And okay, so we're going to start off with a jump ball here to start out the second half. So it's going to be Jokic and Embiid that meet up at midcourt for the jump ball to start out half number 2. And it is Embiid that tips it over to Tatum. So Team Durant controls the tip. Team Durant won the second quarter, 49-46. Team LeBron won the first quarter, 47-45. At the wing, Embiid backs his way on Curry. Moves it out to the right wing. Pass deflected, stolen away. And that is the Greek Freak who cashes it home, takes it the distance with a two-handed jam. LeBron's team up by 1. Trae moves it outside to Tatum, launches a 3, and Tatum misses off the front rim. Tatum moved up to a starter in place of KD. Right down the lane, freight train. LeBron missed the layup. Giannis with a putback. Trae. Bounce pass, extra feed. It goes to Tatum with a two-handed flush. 1 minute through the third quarter. LeBron at the top. Picks up by Jokic. Bounce pass and off the mark looking for Curry. To the left it went. Stolen away by Tatum. Ja floats it up over the top of the glass and Embiid right from behind throws it down with a two-handed dunk. LeBron takes a 3. That missed off the mark poorly. Bottom right part of the backboard. Back it goes to Team KD. Embiid shoots the 3 straight away. Laser. As Joel Embiid knocks it through. Missed 3 for LeBron's team. Back to Team KD. Embiid swings it out to the wing. Tatum gives it right down the lane. John Morant, he's got ups. Soaring up and throwing it down with a two-handed flush. LeBron outside of Curry. Deep range 3. Steph missed off the front rim. Offensive rebound to DeRozan. LeBron drives and missed the layup. Jokic with a tip in. 103-99. 9.5 left to go in the third. 3-point shot launch. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound controlled by Tatum. Dribbles out to the corner. Takes the 3. Missed off the mark. Curry collects the defensive rebound. Curry on the 4-and-1 break. And DeRozan lobs it over the top and too strong on the bounds looking for LeBron. 9:20 left to play. Morant moves it out to the wing. Tatum attacks right down the lane. Throws it down with a two-handed flush. Here's a quick steal. Trae Young spots up and drills the 3. What a start for Team KD. 14-6 in the quarter. They lead 108-99. Curry at the wing. Launches a 3. Right down the pipe. He delivers. Steph Curry with 27, the game leader. That is his 9th made 3 of the night. And a turnover by Team Durant. Nobody there in the corner. 8:45 left to go in the third. Most made 3 points in a single game of the All-Star game. Steph Curry has tied the record with Paul George with 9 made 3s. Curry looking for 10. Launches off of 1 foot. Oh, he hits it. Steph Curry, they will count it as a 3 straight away. Off of 1 foot up to 30. Team KD powers his way inside. Embiid lays it up and in. pass ahead. LeBron ahead of the pack with a slam. Got a lot of scoring here. Just keep on going back and forth in the scoreboard. And be the top scorer for Team KD with 24. Curry leads all scores for Team LeBron. He's got 30. Missed 3 straight away at the top by Tatum. Goes right back to LeBron's team. 8 minutes left to go. Watch out for the freight train. Giannis able to get the dunk right past Tatum as Giannis is up to 18. Here goes Team KD. Trey shovels out to the corner. Embiid takes a 3. Connects on it. Joel Embiid with a fantastic all-star night. 27 for the big fella with 7:40 left to play. DeRozan moves it out to Curry. Curry takes one from the parking lot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Steph Curry, 30-plus footer. So he does his little dance at the end. It's a 1-point game. 33 by Curry. His 11th made 3. Here's number 11 of Team KD pulling up in a jumper good at the corner by Trae Young. Curry from the logo. 2022. He hits it on the 0. Changing the game. You are the man, Steph Curry. Look at him. So inspirational. A 3 made for Team KD. DeRozan shovels it out to Curry. Curry, pump fake. Dribbles towards his left. Takes the 3 at the wing. Too easy. Steph Curry. Another human on a whole nother level. Back to a 1-point game. When you go back and forth, just give it a Curry every single time. Embiid, easy 2. Uncontested. 121-118. Steph Curry with 39 points, 13 made 3s. Curry from half court. Missed it as he was trying to bank it off the glass quite strong. Trey lays it up and in. Steph Curry just taking a half court shot. This time LeBron will have it. Moves it outside. DeRozan bobbles, gets it at the corner. DeRozan launches an open 3, missed off the back rim. LeBron, offensive rebound, puts one up, no good. Curry tries to save it, he does. Moves it out to the corner. LeBron, 3. And no good off the top of the shot clock. As the timeout will be called in the court. 5:53 left to go. It is Team KD leading by 5, 123-118. Steph Curry on a whole nother level. Does his gallop after making a 3. Took one at the 2020 0 of the NBA All-Star Cleveland logo. It's unreal. It's crazy. We take a timeout with under 6 left to play in the third. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in. Steph Curry, by far the game leader. 39 points, 13 threes. Just too good. Joel Embiid with 29. 12 for 14 for the floor. Embiid's made 5 threes. 9 assists by Trae Young, also with 13 points. Let's see if somebody has a triple-double tonight in this game. Triple-double watch for Nikola Jokic, 10.7 boards, 7 assists. 18 by Giannis, number 2 scorer behind Curry of Team LeBron. 16 points off the bench by Devin Booker, number 2 scorer behind Embiid with 29. So yeah, looks like very well possible someone could hit 200 tonight on the scoreboard. That's what the All-Star games become. It's just turned into a 3-point shooting contest. Yet, the team that keeps on making the threes is the team that's losing. 22 made threes by Team LeBron. Steph Curry's made 13 of those. LeBron has won 4 straight games in a row as captain. So, of course, he's going to be looking towards his 5th. So, yeah, we're still just waiting to get back in a couple moments here. Chris Paul only played 2 minutes. It was news out right before this game that Chris Paul is going to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks due to a fracture in his right thumb. So that was according to sources right before this All-Star game started. So CP3 had played 2 minutes in the All-Star game, didn't score, and got called for a reach-and foul, which was not smart at all because it was using that right hand of his, just trying to slap down the basketball off the rebounds. Insane by Steph Curry as they're showing him pulling up from the Cleveland NBA All-Star 2022 logo. He was pulling up from the 0, so 2-0-2-2. Never mind the 2 2s. He stood behind those 2 and knocked it down next to the 0. So yeah, big year for Steph Curry. Already won the 3-point shooting, or he'd already won the taken number 1 for the 3-point shooting record of most career threes made earlier this year, and then he is on his way. Looks like to a fan favorite year right now for number 1 MVP. I predicted him to win it at the start of the night too. The Golden State sits in second behind Phoenix out in the West, 42-17 for Golden State. They're only 1.5 games above Memphis. Memphis been strong this year. And Phoenix has won the last 7 straight in a row, leading into the All-Star break, 48-10, but without CP3 for around the next 6 to 8 weeks. Embiid will shoot a 3 coming out of the timeout, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Booker pulls up from the NBA logo, missed off the back rim as well. And Giannis with a right-handed rebound. Jokic has it at the top of the free throw circle. Hand off Giannis, wide open 3. He will try one for the Greek Freak and misses off the rim short. Back it goes to Team Durant. 5:20 left to play. Levine, extra pass. Booker, jumper, low block, and gets the friendly roll. 5 minutes left to go. LeBron, pump fake. Wide open 3 by the King. Couldn't connect on it. Levine off to Booker. Shovels it, Trey. Pass behind Booker. Moves it out to the corner. Trey Young will jack up the 3-point shot. Around the rim and out. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Referees will say of Team Durant. Oh, good question. Yeah, that would be interesting there. Welcome in Mike on the stream. That would be cool if they're able to make like a 4-point mark for these All-Star games. To that half court. That would be pretty cool. I know for the celebrity game, they did like a Ruffles 4-point line that they did. Curry swings it behind, but pass a little bit too wide, intercepted by Booker. LaVine lost the handle. Curry picks up the steal. 4.5 left to play. Team Durant leads third quarter 31-25, 125-118. The total. Curry pulls up, and he's got 42. 14th made three of the night for Steph Curry on a whole nother level. No Ego, welcome to the stream, back in from Jamaica. Missed shot for Team Durant. Jokic, pass ahead. LeBron snags it and then lost it underneath the hoop. Goes right back to Team Durant. Shovel underneath. Missed it, gets it up and through. Karl-Anthony Towns won the three-point shooting contest. Able to buy a bucket. Giannis, windmill. Oh boy. Bobby, welcome in, man. Hope all is doing much better for you there, brother. I've been following you through your journey here, man. Glad to have you back in. And wishing you the best here in your recovery there, brother. Stay strong there, man. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Stay strong and you'll be able to beat it there, man. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to you. Deflected, LeBron comes up with a steal. Nobody back. LeBron just going to go in and dunk it. There was a three right before that for Team KD. A lot of quick scoring, 130-125. Missed shot off the back rim. Might have someone hit 200 today as far as points. I know last year they had done, I think it was like something with a target score. So that might drop the total behind Curry. Nifty move, LeBron. Jokic, extra pass top. No look pass. Giannis to Curry. Curry keeps on firing. Curry makes another one. Turns to the crowd, points in the direction. Steph Curry has made 15 threes. Steph Curry on a whole nother level. 45 points in the All-Star game. Floated up off the backboard, soars down, gets his own ball back into DeJounte Murray. Flushes it home. Just the big guys putting on a show tonight. Steph Curry for MVP. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your night there, Bobby. Wishing you the best of luck there, man. Glad to hear for that there, brother. That you got great doctors backing you up there. Yeah, you got the best out there. Boston's got incredible health teams out there to help out. So we're going to take a timeout. Steph Curry is on another level. 45 by Curry. 15 made threes. Pulling up from just in front of half court. Yet his team is still trailing. It's crazy. Everybody's making shots. Somebody's gonna hit 200 unless the target score comes into play like last year. That's the only thing that will prevent a team from hitting 200. Because then if the target score comes into play, then they're not gonna play. I think it's like the last couple minutes in the quarter. I'm not sure the entire minute span that they don't play, but I remember TBT. I think it was like 4 minutes that the target score went into effect. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back in, man. Right now, we're just on a timeout here. 2:25 left remaining, third quarter. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't even believe it myself. It just felt like it started. So that's now 2 Olympics that's just gone and blown by. 6 months ago was the Summer Olympics. Yeah, I barely watched any of the Olympics for the Winter Olympics. I saw a couple events of the bobsled. I didn't see speed skating at all this year. Yeah, I didn't watch any of it, basically. Just went by. So I was so busy. Especially like this past week. Things were just so busy. So it's insane. The team that's made 24 threes is the team that's losing to the team that's made 18 threes. All right, so we're going to start to get back to action in this one. 2:25 left to play. Most points in a single game was 52 by Anthony Davis in 2017. Steph Curry's got 45 points tonight off of 15 made threes in the All-Star game. Curry with a nice fan interaction right there in the front row as he made the corner 3 on the last one. Also, Curry's played 24 minutes. Giannis has played the most minutes out of anybody with 25. Giannis with 20 points. We head back to action. 2:25 left to play. Giannis at the baseline working on Karl Anthony Towns. Puts up the jumper off the side of the glass. It goes. And Team Durant with a defensive rebound out to the top. Cat takes the 3 straight away. Missed off the mark. Deflected. Giannis able to pull down the defensive board. Outlet pass. Ahead. Jared Allen will throw it down ahead of the pack for 2. 2-point game. 2 minutes left to play. Murray hands it off to Booker. Swiped away. Stolen by the Greek Freak. Gonna do all the work and flush it home. Tie game at 132. Minute 40 left to play in the third. Murray takes the jumper, gets knocked down and fouled. Giannis, the past couple possessions, playing extremely hard as Giannis picks up the blocking foul. So yes, there are fouls in the All-Star game, and this will be the first free throw shot attempt tonight by DeJounte Murray, heading to the free throw line to shoot 2. Giannis picks up a blocking foul. His intensity is starting to pick up here in the late third. First one good. First time All-Star for DeJounte Murray from San Antonio. Am I going to the 2024 Olympics? Probably not. Second one's good. Giannis, ball fake, drives, and flushes. Right hand, jam. 41-40, Team LeBron in the third quarter. It's 134 all. Minute 20 left to play. LaMelo launches a 3 and it splashes that one home. Minute 15 left to play in the third. A right baseline dribble gets rejected by the bottom part of the glass with Garland. And it goes out of bounds. Out to the corner. Deflected out. It's going to stay Team LeBron ball. Giannis receives the pass of the wing, working on Murray. Crossover. Dribbles. attacks on Murray, moves it out to the top to Luka. Luka dribbles right down the lane, bounce pass behind, and missed the mark of the pass looking for Jared Allen. It's a turnover. 1 minute left to play. Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit tonight. I've got that quite a bit in my chats before. Booker pulls up. Missed the jumper to left corner. Jared Allen, the defensive rebound. Giannis, freight train, driving down the lane, and 2 more with a finger roll. Yeah, Giannis is just playing hard right now. This is an all-star game. LaMelo turns the corner, lays it up and in. So Giannis got called for a foul a couple moments ago that DeJounte Murray went to the free throw line. Here's Luka. Luka puts it off the glass, too strong. Defensive rebound pulled down by Cap. Middleton lobs it over the top. Giannis, get that one out of there. Bats it like a volleyball backwards, and Luka scores on the fast break 2-on-1. 1 point game with 12 seconds left to play. Will Middleton pull up for it? 5 seconds. Middleton working on Allen. Middleton, step back jumper, deep 2, off the front rim, missed. And it will close out the end of the third quarter. 139-138 to score at the end of 3. Giannis with 26 points, as we've seen him playing hard at the end of the third quarter. 45-45 even at the end of 3. So no team, since the third quarter was tied, both of the charities receiving $50,000. So they split it in the third. Okay, so we go into timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Coming up on the fourth quarter in just a couple moments. Steph Curry, hands down, should be the MVP tonight, barring a loss by Team LeBron. 45 points by Curry. 15 made threes, unbelievable. Giannis with 26. If Team Durant wins, it would be Joel Embiid set in position to win MVP. Embiid with 29 points in 19 minutes. Yeah. Why risk it? I mean, you're the defending champions. It's an all-star game. You still got the rest of the season to play, plus the playoffs. Playing hard for one game. What happens if they pull something? Chris Paul had played 2 minutes knowing that he had been dealing with injury. I mean, it's an all-star game. For the betterment of your team, you can just take off the game. It'd be wise to do that and just focus on the season and what you're actually playing for, which is winning a chip. So, I mean, it's still possible that someone could hit 200, but it's going to be tough. 61 points away for Team KD, 62 for Team LeBron. It's going to happen some year. Very well will be, because I don't know if they're doing the same thing again with a target score, because that target score draws that number down. Last year, Team LeBron won Team Durant 170-150. But back in 2016 and 2017, when the West played the East, the West hung up 196 points in 2016, and then in 2017, they hung up 192 on the scoreboard. So close to 200, not quite, though. There was an all-star game back in 2003 that went into double overtime. Wow. These are the times, like, back then when the All-Star game meant something. Because you didn't have, like, any highlight reels. Back in, like, the 90s, there were no such thing as, like, highlight reels on YouTube that you could go to and see who's the top players of these teams. You just saw them when they all played together at the All-Star game. Yeah, lucky for Providence. They're the luckiest team in the nation. Oh, man. Another weekend, another close win against a bad team in the conference. And another double-digit comeback. So now that's DePaul and now Butler, who they beat today. They were down by 19 against Butler and won. There's very little margin of error. I don't know how they're going to keep that sustainable in the tournament. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. Juwan Howard's going to be having a suspension go down for him, possibly a firing. It all depends on what the Big Ten takes to determine. I would assume, though, at least the rest of the season for Howard. That's the rest of the regular season, and then come back for conference tournaments. So that's the least I feel like the punishment would be. Ranging from being suspended for the remaining part of the season plus no NIT games, or as the 3 is good by Team LeBron as we're back into action, or not being head coach anymore. Could come down to a firing, which a lot of people are calling for. Curry brings up the court. Steph Curry, 48 points, launches the 3. He connects with it. So that's his 48th point right there. Scoreboard's a little ahead of me. 144-139. Team LeBron looking to pour it on. Target scores at 163, so they won't be able to reach 200. Rolls around the rim and out. Missed by Booker. Slammed down, though. That is by Embiid. Garland. Inside the key, moves it out. LeBron passes behind his back, sets up Garland. Spin move, evades a defender. It's Embiid. Moves it out to the wing, Curry. Curry looking for a step back, defended by Melo. Bounce pass, wide open. Launched by Garland, missed the 3. Off the back rim. Goes right back to Team KD. LaMelo shovels, Middleton. Lob over the top. Devin Booker soars up and floats it home with a right-handed flush. That was a sweet play. 1-point game. Here's a 3. Deep by LeBron. Shoots it through the shoots right there for the triple. Chew, welcome on the stream. And almost a steal. Able to get it back, though, is Team Durant. Murray passes to LaMelo. Launches a deep one. Missed off the back rim. Tipped by Luka. Defensive rebound. Pulled down by LeBron. LeBron falling away. Missed a jumper. Offensive rebound for a moment. Jared Allen lost it. Goes right back to Team KD. Kick out. Corner. Open 3. Murray. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Middleton. Missed off the glass. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound to get it back. Murray floats up the runner. Alter by Allen. Another chance. Middleton. And Middleton gets fouled. And they're gonna say it was a 3 before that by Team LeBron. So it's actually 147-143. So Team Durant heading to the line, shooting 2 with Chris Middleton. I heard about that with USC. That's another team that I'm not too high on for the tournament. Giannis will check back into the game. Second shots go by Middleton. So he missed the first. 2-point game. Curry. Crossover. Thinking about a step back, instead makes the extra pass. Garland attacks, moves it out to the corner. LeBron. LeBron floats it cross-court. Curry, left baseline floater. Oh, baby, hits it. Behind the backboard floater as he was positioned at the left baseline. Steph Curry, look at him, man. Just so inspirational as he comes up with a steal. 50 by Curry, looking for more. Off of a double team. Passes off to Garland. Jacks up a three. Edge of the logo. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up. Defensive rebound. Pulled down by Embiid. Joel Embiid, top player for Team Durant. LaMelo, pass inside. LaVine gets the bucket. Embiid's got 31. Zach LaVine with a score up to 7. Rio, welcome to the stream here from Toronto. Thanks so much for joining in. LeBron with the ball, moves it out to Curry. Steph Curry pulls up, missed it to the right of the rim. Middleton with a defensive rebound. At the top's Middleton. Middleton takes the three, contested by Allen, halfway down, around the rim and out. LeBron with a defensive rebound. Giannis moves it out to LeBron. Watch out, bounce pass. Allen underneath, finishes up in and off the glass. Turned it out to be an actual game. These teams know they have to play to the target score. 163, 12 points away. Oh, Middleton rejected from behind by his by his teammate Giannis. Embiid held onto and fouled. We're starting to get some fouls in here. I think that one's on Jared Allen. Giannis playing so hard all the time. He just goes out and plays as hard as possible. And then he'll say to the media, that was only 60% of myself back in when they got eliminated from the playoffs a couple of years ago. And then comes out, wins a chip the following season. Embiid shooting at the line. Knocks down the free throw. 151-150. 1 point game. Game clock is turned off because they have to play to the target score. Curry missed a three at the wing. Curry's attempted 26 shots, made 17 of them. 16 of those have been threes. Embiid driving and gets fouled by Giannis. So back at the free throw line, we'll go Team Durant. Giannis just picked up his third personal foul. So he's the only player in foul trouble. Everybody else is either 1 or 0. And Embiid makes the first one. PM, welcome in. Yes, I believe so. I think I'm doing the Arkansas one against Florida on Tuesday. I believe Kentucky plays on Wednesday, so I think those are the two I plan on doing. Second one is good by Embiid. Giannis, crossover, driving, kick out to the corner. LeBron takes the three, missed off the mark. Giannis saves it, offensive rebound. Giannis pump fake, moves it over to the free throw circle. It's DeRozan. DeRozan working on Booker, takes a tough shot, handed a face, blocked by Booker, but fouled. Referees will call it a blocking foul. DeRozan will shoot two at the line. DeRozan tonight, 6 points, 5 assists. First one good by DeRozan. Second one is good. And LaMelo takes the three and makes it. It's the first team to 163 will win this game. Yeah, there's just no defense in these games as Giannis makes the jumper. 155 all. They're lucky that it's not going to be 200 points. If they play the full quarter, it would be just short of 200. But they put a target score on it. so it doesn't get outrageous for the score. The target scores at 163. Embiid powers his way and try to put a dunk over Jared Allen. Great contest there as Team LeBron will come on back with it. Yeah, they're tightening it up defensively, though, since it's the fourth quarter. Curry pulls up, takes the three, missed off the front rim, tipped up. Jared Allen, offensive rebound, outside to Curry. Curry working on Trey. Dribbles up, drives Curry off of 1 foot, floats one up off the mark, missed. Pinwheels around, offensive rebound controlled by Giannis. 1:55 all, 10 on the shot clock. Giannis takes a three. Missed off the mark, and Embiid comes up with a defensive board. Yeah, a lot of people had their money on this game, especially for Team LeBron by 6, as that was the line. Missed shot by Booker goes right back to Team LeBron. The best that Team LeBron could do is win by 8 if they score all the rest of the points. Giannis takes it right down the lane, finishes with a right hand, sneaking past the defender. Back to Team KD, LaMelo. Crossover at the top, passes outside to Booker. Left baseline dribble, Booker swings it outside to the top. Trey pulls up edge of the logo, shoots a three, hit the rim short. Tipped up to Giannis, defensive board. Giannis with 30. Lobs it underneath. LeBron has possession and scores for his team. 4 points away from winning for Team LeBron. Inside, Embiid has it blocked by LeBron and Giannis along with him. LeBron spin move, moves it out to Curry. Curry missed the three, had a great look in the whole building. Would have exploded right there. Steph Curry with 50. Booker, bounce pass, off to Embiid. Embiid backs his way at Allen, moves it on top Booker. Dumps it over to Embiid. Embiid backs his way to the post, puts up the jumper, around the rim and out, no good, tipped up, missed shot by Booker, and double teamed Giannis and Curry. Curry comes up with a defensive rebound. Here's LeBron. LeBron moves it cross court to DeRozan. DeRozan working on Booker. Backs his way, 12 on the shot clock. DeRozan, turn around, 15-footer, splash. One more bucket will do it for Team LeBron. Target score 163. Dunk behind the defense. That is Zach LaVine. Here we go. Curry will have the ball, looking for 52. Curry shoots the three, edge of the logo, missed off the front rim. Booker with a defensive rebound, off to LaVine, pulls up, jacks up the triple, knocks down the triple. It's a 1-point game in the 2022 All-Star Game. Target score 163. Whoever makes the next bucket will win for Team LeBron. If it's a 2 or if it's a 3, doesn't matter. Team Durant needs a 3 to win. LeBron, fall away, high arcing, and the King does it. Puts it through over Embiid, and LeBron James finishes it off. 5 straight All-Star games, 1 in a row by the captain, LBJ. What a shot. 1-on-1. A deep 2. Takes a fall away. And puts it through. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up. Spike that like. Hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining tonight. And great night here of festivities. And they cap it out with a LeBron James jumper. That goes down. That's a shot by a legend. I'm going to stay here for the MVP selection for the All-Star Game today, but I think everybody knows who that is. Steph Curry, unreal. 50 points by Curry, making 16 threes, most made threes ever in an All-Star Game by far, as he surpassed Paul George's 9 made threes in an All-Star Game. 30 points, 12 rebounds by Giannis. That's a superstar shot. Embiid came in late for the contest. It's incredible. I feel like they discussed this earlier, that both of these teams wanted to just keep it close, because last year it just wasn't close. It was a 20-point win. It teaches you not to bet on sports. When you see on paper, you see Team LeBron and his team is just stacked on paper compared to Team Durant. And, I mean, Steph Curry, just incredible. making 16 threes. If I told you Steph Curry would have 50 points, he made 16 threes. LeBron made the game. LeBron got the final shot. You probably think that LeBron's team would have crushed Team KD by like 30 or so. Not the case. It was Team LeBron who was actually trailing throughout the majority of that second half and second quarter. It was close all throughout. Like back and forth, but it was like Team KD by like 3, by like 4. Great game. Largest lead was 9 for both of the teams. It's not even like you need to know this year's All-Star MVP or so, because it's pretty simple. Steph Curry by a long shot. I mean, he sets a NBA All-Star game record today. You could feel that at the end of the first quarter. You're just like, yeah, Steph Curry's gonna win MVP for the All-Star game. So Curry comes out, drops 50, makes 16 threes. Yeah, that would be devastating if Curry doesn't get it. Yeah, so Giannis won it last year. It was kind of a discussion who was going to get it. Giannis, the top scorer, with 35. Damian Lillard had 32 last year. Steph Curry had 28 last year. I think probably I think he'll have like another like 3 years, most likely, for LeBron. And now these players will get back to focused on winning the chip for these teams that's in contention right now. Yep, Vegas, after everything that's been going through, Vegas definitely deserves it. Vegas has made a big comeback this year. So it looks like they're going to announce the MVP. Should be no shocker. Yo, it was really good. Steph Curry just pulling up from the logo. It's insane. Much better than last year. Last year was rough to watch. I remember Zion Williamson was missing everything last year. Yeah, they won this one for the GOAT. Hopefully he'll be back on the court sooner rather than later. Coming up, they're going to have the MVP presentation trophy. You got Adam Silver out, the NBA commissioner, about to present the trophy. As they will be announcing who will get the MVP, and pretty simple. I think everybody knew it at the end of the first quarter. Steph Curry sets a three-point record today in the All-Star game. 50 points, made 16 three-point shots. And there he is, holding the trophy above his head, and we'll see if he can get a chip coming up in June for Steph Curry, as that's where his mind will be off to. Incredible accolades this season. All-time three-point shot leader in the history of the NBA. Now continues with it with the NBA All-Star Game MVP. Still in the running for NBA MVP throughout the season, even though he slipped a little bit, but he was the front runner the first couple months of the season. And then the record went past and kind of got in the way. Did get into a slump, but maybe this is a little motivator right here to get him back right into the top of the MVP race, along with Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, LeBron. DeRozan, too, has been phenomenal this season. And Curry makes 16 threes tonight. By far shatters Paul George's 9 for an NBA All-Star record in a single All-Star game. Drops down to 50. So we'll see. I think this could be a motivator here to win the chip for Steph Curry. And see if he can put himself right back at the top of the MVP race for the second portion of the season. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. Appreciate all for being a part here on the channel. Before you do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well to stay notified when I do go live for future live streams. I'm going to be off tomorrow. I believe I'll be back on Tuesday covering my next game. I think it's going to be Arkansas against Florida, most likely, on Tuesday for you guys. So thanks so much for joining in. Before I do wrap up, going to close out channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month. Gets you shout out to the end of each and every single one of my live streams. As we have Jason, Cindy, Rajeep, Old Ed Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, G-Block, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahuno, Josa, LK and GFR 90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. All-Star game is wrapped up. Final score, Team LeBron 163, Team Durant 160, as LeBron has won 5 straight games in a row, being captain of his All-Star team, and Steph Curry wins the MVP, 50 points, making 16 threes in All-Star game. An All-Star game record, that is. Thanks so much, all, and enjoy the rest of your night.